Hello everybody, my name is Vinny and this is my Hasbro story. I'm sorry that it's so dark. It's about 80 degrees where I am and this is the only practical way to keep cool. But in all seriousness, Hasbro has been a big part of my life. Ever since I was in the 5th grade, I was in the National Scrabble tournaments representing my school in Hampton Bays, New York, originally. The reason why I say originally is I am an individual with tier 0 autism, which means although I may appear normal, I do still have the disorder, but it's undetectable. That being said, growing up was very difficult for me. I did not have many friends growing up. I only speak to about 2 people that I went to school with, really. And it's difficult because as I was growing up, I didn't know that I was being made fun of, but I was. I was different. Keyword was. So, on a lighter note, Hasbro has always been a part of my life, and up until recently, I have been a donor for BronyCon, which is a branch of Hasbro, for the My Little Pony region. This year was one of the most highest ranked totaled conventions I have ever witnessed in my 5 years of going to these conventions. Although this is my final year, I will never stop donating towards cons because for this year they accepted 2 of my pieces, one of Octavia, who I dressed as David Bowie as the Aladdin Sane, and except since it's My Little Pony I called it Aladdin Mane. And one of which was made by Abigail Starling, Abby Starling on Twitter. I'll put it in the description for her proper credit for this charity. We were able to raise some money in a silent auction for BronyCon for the Cure Search Foundation, which helps benefit pediatric cancer research. Anyway, without Hasbro, I don't know where I would be in this life. And I'm just glad it's something that stuck around with me these last 6 years. Thank you, everybody who is behind the My Little Pony team, for giving me a place to go to, for giving me hope, for giving me love, for telling me that it's okay to not like that TV shows and colors and ponies don't necessarily have to be masculine. They could be loved by everybody. That's what I learned most about this fandom. Is I'd rather have all the people that I met at the convention. I call them the elite few. I'd rather have a few great friends than a bunch of kids back then who didn't know that nothing back then mattered. I'm glad where I came today. I'm glad that I have a fan base that pushed me to keep on going and to create and to be creative, because I want to show Hasbro something right here, since you're a big part of my life. What I'm going to show you is my resignation letter that I made in 2017, because originally that was my final convention, because I was going to just stop it there, because I didn't know in 2018 that they announced that this year was the final year. So I want to say that, let me say first, thank you for all the love these last 3 years, and I I said that it was my resignation, and I wanted them to let me know if I should keep going. And just some of the stuff that I saw here, I'll just show you some of this. Like, look at all that support. Some of the support, some of my favorite ones that I like. Do what you love, no matter what any pony says. You make people happy. Don't give up on your art. And this one. Please never stop doing what you love. My father was always for charity. So, I'm following in his footsteps. Albeit, he died of cancer 5 years ago. I never think that he left us. We only rent these bodies, so that's why we gotta make a difference today for the kids with cancer, as well as everybody else. This is Vinny from Long Island, New York, aka Faceless Freebie, for those at the pony conventions. I love you all, and thank you, Hasbro, for making such an amazing work of art with you, the artiste.